Frank, you can call me Mr. Funkyfit. Welcome to Soul Fit. Today, I'm actually going to show you how to do the Theresa May moves. Mr. Funkyfit is a very natural character for me. You know, a lot of people who know me know that I'm like a big kid. You know, I like to play, I like to jump about, I like to, you know, to be a bit funny, and I like to really have fun and enjoy myself. You know, right leg forward, right leg back. It's a big smile. Make sure you kind of move your head a little bit. You know, I don't do stress, right? So really, I think it brought out the real me in there, because I'm always a joker. You know, I always love making jokes. I always like dressing up funny, you know, and you know, just that Mr. Funkyfit character was just the right character. It was the right character. When I started teaching a class in London called Funkyfit, okay, so it used to be like an aerobics. You probably would call it a HIIT class nowadays. And then I kind of had that class. I called it Funkyfit, you know, Funky Fitness. And then everybody started calling me Mr. Funkyfit. Mr. Funkyfit was already regular, you know. I think Mr. Funkyfit was already regular since I was born. But bringing out the character, I think I brought the character out nearly 4 years ago now. Just before I actually brought the character out, you know, I had an amazing meeting with Mr. Motivator. You know, and to be honest, he helped me out to bring the character. So really, what a mentor! You know, it was really such an incredible mentorship session. We sat down and we discussed, and you know, he gave me all these tips and everything that he's been through, and I really admire that, and that's what's brought out Mr. Funkyfit today.
It's Mr. Motivator here, and I'm with my man Frank. Now listen, Studio Red. It's the studio. It's the place to go.
Mr. Funkyfit is a very relaxed character, and I think, you know, in most cases, you know, if you look at us personal trainers, you know, we're very stiff. You know, everybody knows we train well. You know, and you know, we're quite muscly. I didn't want people to think that it was like some kind of an intimidating boot camp style class.
Christmas is over.
It's because I wanted people to have fun. I'm a motivator. I train people a little bit different from most of the other guys, because I do try and encourage and get the fun element into it. And I also, because I'm a mind coach, you know, I'm a life coach, so I'm trained in being able to actually work with your mindset. You know, I can kind of tell what level people's mindset is on. So I use a lot of motivation. I motivate people quite a lot. I throw a lot of videos as well, you know, online. Whenever I find a nice, good site, you know, we sit back and we throw some nice motivational videos to try and help people. So that happens every day in my training world. In order to train, you need motivation, so it goes hand in hand. You know, it's a couple. So I've got kids coming to me wanting to take pictures. I've got older people coming, and you know, it makes you feel a little bit more free and more relaxed, I think. And that's how the characters help me. And it's also quite an interesting media character, you know, because I do a lot of writing for newspapers, magazines. You know, I write for 4 magazines, 2 newspapers. I also write. I also show up on TV stations and BBC, you know, BBC South. I also do, you know, that's Soul and TV, Freeview tape stations. You know, so that's how Mr. Funkyfit goes. Engagement is incredible, you know, like I'm engaged, I'm so much connected to so many different people, you know, like, you know, social media is obviously spanning us so much. I'm getting invited. I've got about 6 festivals this year. You know, I work with, because I always like to do things differently. So I'm working with a band as well, you know, who are we call them the Funkyfit Motivational Band. And we've kind of created music. It's kind of drum and bass music, because I like the tempo of training with it. So we go to festivals, perform, motivate people, get people active, make them happy, make them have fun, and that's what, that's the whole journey is a really kind of a Mr. Funkyfit journey, where we get anywhere and motivate people. I'm a community guy, so I work alongside everybody. So if you go onto my YouTube account, you'll see that I do a lot of charity work. I also like to uplift people. I also like to motivate. I'm just a motivator. So whenever I walk in town, everybody is stopping me and they want to get motivated. I think when you grow in an industry, it's like anything. If you allow yourself to grow, like I think it's one of the most important things. You've got to grow every day. As I mentioned to you, I'll be launching my own product very soon, which is a fitness product. In the next couple of months, it's something to help people deal with mental, any form of mental illnesses, or it's quite a big thing at the moment, depression and stuff like that. So I designed my product, which has been patented. I'm sure you've seen it on social media, and I'll be launching that product. So it's growth. Everything is about growth. So all the education that I've had over the years, I've been in the industry for 18 years now. So everything that's come together is creating this one personality and this this greatness that I'm looking for in terms of being able to be recognized as one of the best motivators that's ever come out of England. I face criticism all the time, and this is why I tell people that criticism is one of the best things in life because it actually makes you a better person. If you're going to do something that's worth changing lives, a lot of people are going to criticize you for it, and I don't think you have to really focus on that. I'm not the person to say anything needs to be improved in the industry. I'm the person to say what can I improve in the industry. So for me, I think there's a lot of things that I need to look at. I think that going back to mental health, because I don't have any mental health issues, but I've worked with so many people that have mental health issues. Like it's 1 in every 4 has either had mental health issues or taken any form of antidepressant. It's a massive problem that we have in the UK at the moment. So as a trainer, as an experienced trainer, it's something that I'm putting at the front of my agenda. What I would like to see is GPs work pretty close to personal trainers, because I think that us personal trainers have the keys to be able to help people that suffer from mental health. And I think the jump between GP to counsellor to medication is happening too fast. I think there needs to be some people in the middle, that will be able to administer the mental health issues before they reach medication stage. My plans going forward now is that I want to release the biggest and the best product in the industry that's going to help people suffering from mental health. It's also out there for everyone that's coming out. It's a product to do with boxing, and I want that product to be the first product to be accepted. I would like that product to be accepted in the schools, to be the first fitness product that's got to do with punching to be accepted in schools, junior schools, secondary schools. I would like it to be accepted in institutions, mental institutions. I'd like it to be accepted in many places, because I believe that this product will change people's lives in terms of mental health. You evolve, and then you see where the problems are. I mean, if you're a business person, and then if you're looking at something that you have a passion in, you can see the change. And I think from the time I started personal training, it looks like mental health is either more, or there's a lot more mental health issues, or the media is publicizing it more. So something along those lines, and it's a massive issue, and that's what I'm focusing on.
So just come in, enjoy yourself.